Hi, I'm Julia Fryer with the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture Cooperative Extension Service, and I'm a program associate working in food safety and local food systems. We've been talking a lot today about how to start food businesses and different ideas for food businesses. But now we're going to talk about where you can actually sell those products. So there are three main outlets for selling both produce and value-added products. We have direct markets where you sell directly to the customer, brick and mortar retailers where you sell at a wholesale price to a store, and online. Each of these marketplaces give you access to different opportunities. First, we'll talk about direct market options and strengths. These are the markets where you will sell directly to the customer. These markets are more hands-on and need more time and attention. The three major markets that I first think of when I think of direct market are farmers markets, farm to school, and craft shows. Now, craft shows might seem a little odd at first, but they are actually great opportunities to sell value-added products. In this picture on the left, Chad from My Father's Garden attended a craft show to sell pepper jelly. The customers that shop at craft shows are often looking for local and handmade products, so why not sell food products too? There are many craft shows throughout the state and throughout the year, especially around the holidays. So be sure to explore this as an option. Farmers markets are probably the most popular outlet for direct market. Again, the customers that shop at farmers markets value locally grown and locally made products. If you don't know of a farmers market in your area, visit www.arkansasfarmersmarketassociation.com. This is a great resource of news, events, and other resources, but they also have a list of markets. So if you go up to that top tab, there's a markets button. Select that, and a list of all the markets with the association come up. And it provides all of the contact information for the market managers. So find a market near you and contact the manager to find out more about how to become a vendor at their market. Another great option for direct market is to sell to schools. The farm to school movement is taking off in Arkansas. Currently, there are 47 school districts and 195 schools involved with some aspect of farm to school. This impacts over 95,000 students. Arkansas recently hired a farm to school coordinator who will be working to help establish relationships between schools and farmers. For more information on how to sell to schools, contact a local school near you or contact the Arkansas Department of Agriculture. Keep in mind that schools are purchasing fresh produce to serve in their cafeterias, but they also can purchase value-added products. So if you make a condiment, salad dressing, or other packaged foods that could be served to children, selling farm to school can be a great option. Plus, you're helping teach kids about where their food comes from and you're impacting lives. Other options that are direct market include restaurants. There is also a farm-to-table movement happening throughout Arkansas, especially in the northwest part of the state and in central Arkansas. But it's really spreading all over the state. Customer demand for locally grown food is motivating restaurants to make local purchases. So find a local restaurant and see if you can meet some of their needs. Again, produce is ideal for this market, but some restaurants could purchase value-added products like condiments to use in their meals. Caterers are similar to restaurants. Again, you could sell fresh produce, or you could even process and freeze some of your produce and sell it to caterers. Or you can sell value-added products like condiments, dressings, and sauces. Culinary schools also have to purchase produce in order to teach their students. Arkansas has several culinary institutes like Brightwater in Bentonville and the Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management Institute in Little Rock. Reach out to a culinary school and see if you can supply their class materials. Coffee shops can also be a great venue for coffee-related value-added products. For example, we have Pink House Alchemy, which is produced up in Northwest Arkansas. They sell their syrups to local coffee shops that are used in the drinks sold by that shop. Not only will you have an outlet for you to sell your product, but many coffee shops will even feature your product on their menu, which can help build brand recognition. Coffee shops provide another sales opportunity that we'll discuss in future slides. So don't be afraid to think outside of the box for direct markets. While I was in Chicago for a conference, I discovered Farmer's Fridge. This company started by asking the question, why is it so hard to find a fresh, healthy meal on the go, but junk can be bought at the convenience of a vending machine? So to fix that problem, they created refrigerated vending machines stocked full of fresh salads, bowls, sandwiches, and wraps. Farmer's Fridge sources most of their produce from local farms, and then they prepare fresh meals daily to stock their fridges. This idea grew from a single vending machine in Chicago to hundreds in the Chicago area, Indianapolis, and it spread all the way over to the East Coast. So why can't Arkansas have something like this? Don't be afraid to be creative in how you sell your product. You never know what idea will take off. Now we're going to discuss retail outlets. So in this model, you sell your product at a wholesale price to a store that then resells it at a retail price. This method is more hands-off than direct market, but it doesn't allow you to sell at the retail price. So selling large quantities at a wholesale price is the key to success in retail outlets. Grocery stores are the first place many of us think to purchase our produce and value-added products. Some grocery stores will even feature locally made products, as you can see in this bottom right picture. This store is helping draw the customer's eye to Mundy sauce by pointing out that it's made in Eureka Springs. Another great thing about selling at grocery stores is that some of the stores will be willing to let you set up a sample table. This is a great way to build brand recognition and add a human touch to selling your product. Plus, people are more likely to buy the product if they can taste it first. So be sure to ask grocery stores if this is even an option. And this is a great way to have a little bit of that direct market feel while still selling at retail outlets, but it's not as time consuming as going to a farmer's market every week. So how do you get into selling with a grocery store? First, think about what kind of store you want to sell to. Do you like big box stores like Walmart and Kroger? Do you want to sell to smaller stores or organic stores like Ozark Natural Foods or Natural Grocers? Once you decide where you want to sell, visit their website and see if you can find more information. I did this with Natural Grocers. I went to their website, scrolled to the very bottom of the page, and found a vendor section broken into the different product categories. I selected the grocery item tab first. So this is for value-added food products. The process is pretty straightforward. You simply fill out the new item form provided on their website, email it to them, and send them a sample of your product to review. After that, they contact you. The process for selling produce is also simple. All you have to do is email them a description of what you want to sell and a copy of your USDA organic certificate, since this store only sells organic produce. They also have an insurance policy requirement. Since Natural Grocers isn't a large store with a warehouse and a logistics team, they do require their vendors to deliver product to the store. So be sure to look into policies on delivery and insurance before choosing which store works best for you. If you'd rather sell retail on a smaller scale or in addition to selling to a grocery store, coffee shops are a good option for more than just direct market sales. Many coffee shops have a retail area where they sell coffee beans, mugs, and other products. But if you have a value-added product like syrups or drink mixes or packaged snacks, a coffee shop could be a great place to stock your items. Boutiques are another retail outlet that can be a great place to sell value-added products. In this picture, we see Chad set up with a sample table in a boutique that not only sells clothes and home decor items, but locally made food products. And a lot of the boutiques are locally owned and like to stock locally made products. Thinking beyond the normal retail outlets, there are a few other great options. So if you're selling healthy value-added products, check out gyms, chiropractors, and vitamin shops. These are all places that have started carrying health-related products. Some churches have kitchens or serve food that could potentially be a place for your product. Some churches even have a full-service cafe that could potentially purchase produce or value-added products like condiments, jams, and jellies, and honey. Museums and country clubs often have cafes where these same products could be sold. And if you have a packaged product, why not see if you can have your product stocked in a vending machine? But if you really want to reach a large population, online might be the best outlet for sales. The most common way to sell online is through your own website. You can see here that Fat Top Farms sells from their website at the Fat Top Shop. Mundy Sauce and My Father's Garden also have an online presence. This makes it really simple for people to search for your product and buy directly from the source. If you're feeling tech savvy, you can create your own website, or you can always hire a professional. There are many different e-commerce platforms out there, but GoDaddy, Shopify, and BigCommerce are a few of the popular ones. Prices range anywhere from $10 to $300 a month, depending on what services you want. The GoDaddy online shop allows you to sell through multiple sites like eBay, Amazon, and Etsy, and manage them all in one place. Shopify includes blog support, shipping labels, and management of multiple sales channels. But one of the simplest and free ways to sell is through a Facebook store. On your business Facebook page, there can be an option for a store. Mundy calls their tab Store, and My Father's Garden calls their tab Purchase Yours Today. To sell on Facebook, all you need is a Facebook business page. This allows you to sell your product without any fees. However, you do have to manually upload and manage your products. You can also link your Facebook page to your commerce website, which will allow you to have larger market access and the ability to manage all of your products sold over several platforms in one place. According to fitsmallbusiness.com, Shopify Lite, Spreezy, and ShopTab are all good platforms for vendors wanting to sell across multiple social media sites. None of these plans are very expensive, so this could be a great solution to managing online stores. fitsmallbusiness.com also gives recommendations for e-commerce websites based on what kind of seller you are. New sellers may want to check out Shopify. Multi-channel sellers could do well with Edwick, mid-sized sellers with BigCommerce, and large sellers with Pinnacle Cart. There are tons of options, so do your research and choose the best platform for your needs and goals. But if you really want to scale up, sell on Amazon. Mundy Sauce recently announced that they are now a vendor on Amazon, so why can't you be one too? Selling on Amazon will increase your customer pool drastically. There are over 95 million unique visitors per month on Amazon. You will also build brand recognition with your products seen on Amazon, and they offer some services that are definitely a perk. They can store, pick, pack, ship, and manage the customers for you. There are a couple of different ways to go about selling on Amazon. Two are Seller Central and Amazon Accelerator. Seller Central gives you a no per item listing fee, Amazon advertising, where you just pay when someone clicks, and gives you access to markets in Europe and Japan. Not only that, they make it easy for your customers to pay through Amazon Pay. Amazon Accelerator, on the other hand, offers onboarding support, market support, and is a great venue to test and learn. You can quickly get customer feedback on your products. But if Amazon seems too big and impersonal, try selling on an online farmers market. Arkansas Local Food Network is an online farmers market in central Arkansas. This works very similarly to normal farmers markets, but you don't have to devote all the time to packing up your goods and sitting at the market all day. Instead, you just post what you will have available online, then your customers can place their orders throughout the week. Then you fulfill those orders and bring the produce to a drop-off site. Products that do really well on online farmers markets include fruits, veggies, jams, jellies, honeys, spices, butters, extracts, syrups, and meats. To sell with the Arkansas Local Food Network, go to arkansaslocalfoodnetwork.org. Go to the registration tab and select that you are a producer or other local merchant interested in selling. You'll enter your information in, and someone will contact you about becoming a vendor. So we've talked a lot about different options for selling your products, but don't get overwhelmed with all of the possibilities. Mark Twain once said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks, and then starting on the first one." So don't be afraid to start small. Choose one market and play to your strengths. Do you like physically connecting with your customers? Direct markets might be for you. Or do you love technology? Then online markets might be appealing. Or do you like the idea of large-scale distribution and moving a lot of product? Then you may want to start by selling to retailers. Just pick one place to start and start small. You can always build your business from there. Thank you for your interest and dedication to our local food systems. I wish you the best of luck in your business ventures.